Now I get those heebity-jeebities in Minecraft Supernatural Origins.
You're like corrupted by this.
You're like corrupted Sparkles.
Want to be a phony like me? Subscribe now and check out the Xylophony
That's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie there. That fire into one location. It's pretty basic, but whenever those sort of things happen, I'm just like, oh, that's pretty cool, you know? Also, we see band-aids on my fingers. I don't even know if we can see it considering the resolution's so shit, but, you know. You see that? The accident happened at work. It's fine. I'm still alive. It's just that these are the only things holding my fingers in place. No. Just got, like, a couple paper cuts. It'll be fine. Haver makes no fucking sense. I love how it's just, like, I could... I can land my head against the ground and probably, like, scrape my head. Yeah, good. It's like, I cannot bleed at the things that should logically make me bleed, and then I get hit by paper. It's like, ah, friggin'. I know why it is, because freaking nerve endings and everything, but it's also like, how? Science.
A woo to you. It is among the final moments to cast your vote on who will be the pack's new beta.
Hannah.
So if you haven't done that already, just hit the link.
Hannah has never said anything to piss me off, vocally.
For the pack. But there's been a miracle today. And I don't mean the miracle.
A Christian miracle?
Blocks raining down upon me thanks to you.
Just realize that there's 12 episodes left, not counting this
Keep
one.
on liking,
Or counting the final episode, something like that. 24 to 36. We were 2/3 done.
Of a surviving Sparkles. Sparkles 13X has survived.
Wahoo Dory, Wahoo Dory.
Destroyed. I heard many of our Sparkles have had some very difficult times. They've packed up, moved away, maybe exploded. I don't know for sure.
They ran away.
This one's here to stay. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Spike?
And my mother told me my turtle ran away, but I know that's a lie.
Right,
Turtles can't run!
He's good. I think we finally found a keeper. This one's smart. He's tough. He's not going to be fought off by anything. And wow, there's Sparkles going on over here. What was all that pink stuff going on? What was that? Why are you making spider noises? When was there a spider? I get why there's dogs.
Well, so they might have eaten a spider.
Taunting me by using
birds eat bugs, don't they?
Sparkles. Now we have a living Sparkles. So
look, this is a world with werewolves, vampires, and demons. Is a parrot eating a spider, even if it's not part of its natural diet, really that hard to believe?
Keep seeing a little magical flicker. Is it the bone?
I better take Hannah's bone. Hannah magically appears in front of Xylo.
We need to work on our magic today. The magic of... Really?
What?
Who's been messing with my stuff? I was gonna say the magic of embers, but clearly someone's messing with my ritual site. How can we honor the ancestors if it's covered in dirt?
Maybe that's the reason.
Bone and fire. What is someone trying to do here? Let's see, there's dark oak, wooden sword. I'm trying to see if this is something I did, but I don't recognize putting these ingredients down. A lot of dark oak, birch, and a wooden sword. The items of fire and bone. That just sounds like it's something dirty.
Dirty?
Let's check the runic tablet to see if we can learn anything about what kind of ritual that someone was trying to make. I mean, there's fire here.
That's not very healthy.
There's a fire spell. That's the first one we're going to check out. Let's see. Fire blast. Not all of the rituals...
This doesn't look like anything that looks like a friggin' hand thing. I know it's a kind of kanji for something, but for like big and small or something like that, but I never remember... I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't look like SAR at all.
Very large area around the altar. Okay.
I don't know what the kanji is called.
Okay, so that takes coal, flint, and infernal balls.
All I know is that it looks really, really cool.
Ingredients listed in this. So that's good. What about sacrifice? This takes dark oak and blaze powder, but it looks like there's a bone involved in whatever this ritual is. And I don't quite see the bone in any of these. What about life drain? Ooh, there is a sword here. Fire and... Someone was trying to do life drain. So we saw the wooden sword and dark oak bark in there. That's the closest thing I've seen to anything that would be one of these rituals. The wooden armor wouldn't have it. The other armor wouldn't have it. The staff, no sword involved. Monster reanimation? Nope, no sword there.
I've never heard of that card before.
Have it.
I activate
Yeah,
Monster Reanimation!
It's definitely someone was trying to life drain.
That sounds like
Life
it will be a
Force
card
present
one
hostile
day.
mobs.
Not
It's
yet,
tainted.
but when
This
they finally
ritual
run out of,
will help
like,
the
run to
means of
barest
taking
the
life
bare
force for more
bones of
beneficial
card names.
This will damage
They
all
combined
hostile
everything
mobs
else.
in a large area and divide the damage dealt evenly
Heretic and
among nearby
heraldic.
players in the form
Ugh.
of healing. So it's not inherently evil, and it's not something that would harm the pack, but
I like things that don't harm me, I must admit.
the question is, why? There's definitely dark oak and swords in there, and there's definitely blaze powder and bone there. I saw only 2 items here, and I was thinking there might be a missing item, but that's exactly what someone was trying to do. Why'd they pile up dirt everywhere as well?
Maybe they were
I don't
trying to
know.
cast
Maybe a
Magic
mystery to
Missile.
figure out. But that'll have to save for another day. So I don't think I have coarse dirt. Sweet. So we now have coarse dirt, but we also have some embers to work on. Ooh, one more thing I should point out before we get started is over here it appears that this growth stone has been working very well. We have
Excellent.
all the crops pretty much regrown. I think at least they've regrown. I don't remember. But I think that I picked all of this wheat and I didn't. Yeah, why is this line not here?
I don't know.
Okay, so it might be working, it might not be working. But we have a good renewable supply of verdant sprigs.
Good.
Oh, that's probably why there's these lines missing. Someone who is messing with those rituals probably came and picked a bunch of stuff for their verdant sprigs. So they could do those roots rituals. Well, I'll harvest up a line here, and then if that grows, we'll know it's working. If it doesn't, well then, so be it. Not that I need more verdant sprigs right now, we pretty much finished roots, but
I mean, I prefer to have it, but, you know.
just would like to have Packhaven nice and well fed, if I can help it. There we go. Let's put the rest of these into the table, and head over to our laboratory. So, the main plan today is to work on the magic of alchemy, or at least the magic of alchemy when it comes to embers. So, that should be able to get us some pretty cool weapons, and some other stuff that we're gonna need if we want to advance.
I don't know
our
why
magic.
we let Discord
Jeez,
plant
this
all this
thing is getting
plunder
big.
seeds, but here
You
we
just
are.
Go away. Go away. Now, ow. Now. Just now. Here, eat some spider eyes and go away. There's another big one over there. One of these actually went away, and then this big purple seed popped up like right over here and started spewing all this ook everywhere. But don't worry, I got a giant laser beam that dealt with that thing. So we know how to take care of a thing or two.
But it's over there.
It's
We
currently
can't
turned
move
off
this
right
over
now
here.
because we got plenty of ember.
We'll really
But
take
this
all of
is
our
continuously
fire
filling
stuff and
into
push
this
it
one.
somewhere else.
Since we had that running all day, let's see how much ember we have. Almost 100,000 just in this one, which I
And it's
believe
still going
is the
up.
Max, actually, yeah, I think exactly 96.
It's just going by 40 every time.
Or maybe it was 92,000 was the maximum capacity of our previous setup. So that means we already have more ember than we've ever had before, and I'm pretty sure we got some over here as well. Yeah, we got another like
30,000.
on most of these
One has
weapons.
90,000, one has 30,000. This is nowhere near
Mine's just
even.
not working apparently. So let's put all that grit over there. I still don't know what I can do with the grit, but we'll figure that out. Of course, these crystals are no longer being pumped into.
All I
there,
know is
they're
that it
being
gives you the
pumped
ability to
directly
hold
into
on.
here. And this thing is
It lets you.
continuously making us
It's a
more
Joey Willer
ember.
skill with Duel Links that lets you survive with
Not
one
missing
life
my
point
ember
left, but only
source.
activates
You hear that weird
situationally
tentacle
because
thing?
that's
You hear that?
what would happen all the time. They'd be broken.
I think we have come to a mutual understanding. Alright, let's get some of this stuff off of these things, because that's probably not a very
Healthy.
good thing to have. Anyway,
So they're
let's get
gross,
some
though.
leaves, because we need one ingredient in a whole lot of bulk for this to work. And that ingredient is ash. So we have this crucible thing over
Burn,
here.
bitch,
and
burn!
this over here, I forget the actual name of it. But that'll get us tons of ash. Now, it's very easy to make it.
Ash
It takes
shoe.
some time and take some ember. So you gotta make sure you get it all going. I think I do wanna, if I'm gonna be using a lot of alchemy, I'm gonna wanna make a system where I have, you know, multiple systems of these piping ash into a chest. And perhaps, I could probably use one of those dropper things like I have up there to just drop leaves on top of here and make a full double chest of ash. within
What could possibly go
one sheet.
right? I know what I
That
said.
sounds like a good idea. But let's get to alchemy here. So as you see, we have some ingredients right down here. And we have this, alchemical waste.
I'm sure that's
Also
good for the
figured out how to
environment.
use. So we're gonna make
Richie would
one
not be
item
pleased,
today.
but Richie's
That
not here,
item
so who's
is
going to tell him?
Tirfing. Well, we're probably gonna make more than one item, but this is the first one. So we can, you know, express how well this can go. So we are going to need a lead sword as the final ingredient on that table, so let's go ahead and grab that. and I'll try to explain how this goes as I make it all happen. So, essentially, those 5 ingredients, as you can see right here, are all put down onto the table. Once I do the whole alchemical process on it, we can get this sword. But all this is the important part, the amount of ash we need to imbue into this magical sword. So, we have these different magical amulet things. One's made out of silver, and one's made out of lead. Unfortunately,
I like how he acted
takes
like
silver,
silver was the worst thing ever.
You just sit right there on that pedestal.
Now, for werewolves
Don't
it
have to
is,
touch
but
it.
I do like that
There's
to the
ash
detail.
into there. In fact, I do for this. Now, the alchemical waste is what happens when I put the wrong amount of silver or the wrong amount of ash into those little pedestals. So, this means I was off by 12 for the silver and the lead. And to get that result, essentially what I did was I put in 64 of each of those. So that
Are you
was
sure you
the
didn't put in
minimum,
64
possible
Zoo
amount
Lane?
that it could be. It doesn't tell you exactly.
No one's
what
gonna
the
get that.
recipe is.
Gonna fly over
all we gotta
everyone's
do
heads.
Is start with the base amount, 64. We're off by 12, so that means we need
If
to
anyone
make
knows what that is without a
72
Google search, you
ash
win
in each
a
of these
point.
pedestals. However, that
A
may
point of
be
what?
multiple pedestals to really make this work, unless I'm just gonna put more ash in halfway.
5 Monopoly
So
dollars.
let's get another
No.
lead thing and another silver
Then
thing.
that's gambling. You know, unlike
Let's go check that out.
is Game King still a
There's like the
thing?
most recently made one
Or that
today.
one thing that existed for a while that was like
And,
that
there we
was
go.
clearly gambling, but it was
We
like
have
it's not
lead
gambling.
asbestos.
I
Just
forget what it was
1, 2,
called.
That's exactly what we needed. So I'm sure we could do it just by placing the stuff, you know. Also,
Actually, I saw an ad for that
in
one,
it,
so
like,
technically it
after
does
it
still
uses up a
exist.
little bit,
It's
but
just
this will be
nowhere
fine.
near as big as it used to be.
So
Probably because people
we
realized,
got
oh
one of
wait,
them.
this is clearly
Plenty of ash, it
gambling.
would seem, as well. But we'll grab the fresh ash out of here. And,
Then again, everyone's saying that the new
So,
big bad
what did
disease
I
that
say it
everyone
needed?
won't shut up about.
well,
One news
64
they
plus
said
12,
it was
so
as
that's
bad as the
76.
Black Plague,
So,
to which I
one
wanted
is
to
two
go over
halves
to the
of
news stadium
76.
and hurt
well,
those
I believe
people.
that'd be 38.
Because,
So let's
no.
get some piles of 38.
It's terrible because we don't have a cure for it, unlike the Black Plague.
Too
We
hard to
didn't have a cure for the Black Plague. If we did, it wouldn't have
Exactly
killed
how I
so many
thought in my
people.
mind, but this is good.
Not
And
to,
I think if I put exactly
not to
this
mention the
amount
fact
into
that,
2 of those,
ah,
then we should be okay.
people are freaking
that,
dumb. I'm not allowed to
and that,
cough without people thinking
And
I
this
have
one goes under the silver
disease.
aspectus. This one goes under the lead. This one goes under the lead. And
Anyway, I'm talking about freaking diseases and supernatural
and
stuff,
this
so
one
I'll
goes under
stop.
silver. So hopefully I did my math right there. And it
Sorry,
should be
I just hate humanity
74 for
sometimes,
all
you
of it.
know?
Now all it takes is a giant beam. And as you
Nice!
see, magic is enacted.
Who activated the Seal of
Getting this
Orichalcos?
alchemical waste, which I'll just put in this chest right now. We will get ourselves that
It
Tierfing
doesn't look
sword.
no anything like the Seal of
Now,
Orichalcos.
before
I like how we
get
can just
too
walk through these
excited,
fires like, yeah, that's
I'm gonna
fine.
Jot this down in the book. So it's just Tierfing. So let's make sure.
I know it's probably just like an effect, so it doesn't really
And it
matter,
was
you know?
76.
It's like, you know?
silver And 76 lead. And I marked this down in this book just so if I ever want to make the item again, I don't have to go through the whole process of math. But hopefully this
Thank
should work.
goodness.
If it doesn't, it's going to give me more alchemical waste, and I'm going to be very upset. But the process sometimes takes more time. Actually, since it has a whole lot of ash going into it, it's going to take a
It's
little
gonna go on
while.
forever.
So let's get some more leaves cooked up. We're going to need...
It is the
2
year
ash
30,083,
process.
just to pick a number out of a hat.
Yes.
The fire is still going.
You know,
Zalo has started the California
should try
forest
to make
fires.
automated system.
I didn't know the series took place in California. It doesn't. That's how that's how impressive it is.
Plinths. Well, I could do it with at least 3. So I would need some plinths. I would need some item trans. I guess I wouldn't need item transfers. I just need some bins. So let's grab some bins and oh, you hear that sound?
Nope.
Sounds like everything's complete. And I think I would need like at least 6 bins. And then
Please
some
tell me it
chests.
sounds like a microwave.
Just use-
Ding!
I guess it. Nah, regular chests.
Or if it was my microwave, it would
Okay,
be a
and
beep,
aha!
beep,
We nailed it.
beep.
We now have this Tierfing sword. This thing, ooh, look at that glow on it. Does it glow as purple like that? That's pretty cool.
I like how it looks
Now,
like it
this
has
isn't the
2
strongest
prongs in
weapon I've
it.
ever
Like
made.
there's
As you can see, it only
almost
does
like an
4
M in it in a
damage.
way.
But it deals damage based on the target's armor. So up against really heavy armored targets, this will do a whole lot more.
That's
Curious how we could test this out.
that's
but it's
useful.
pretty
Not even
cool.
gonna lie.
So obviously it can clear up that stuff.
I would
It does
hope
have
so.
limited Durability. Oop, that's
No, I'm sorry. The sword is too.
durability.
I'm sorry. The
It's not too bad.
Gunk's
Let's,
defense is
put
too
this sword
low.
away for now, And then we'll
Metro was one of those weapons that's like, it does amazing damage against high
What
defense
other
opponents, but
processes
low
can we
defense
make?
opponents,
Alchemy.
jack diddly.
Well, in the book here it says, we've pretty much finished all the metallurgic constructs at this point. We have made the copper charger, we haven't made the cinder staff.
We haven't? And how is it
Take
active?
silver.
I guess it's because you
Subtle
can
one.
make it, not
But maybe
you
another
had
day we will
made
make
it. I wish they did
Feeling
that thing where it's like it's
desperate.
faded out, like
And the
it
simber
doesn't have any
comes.
colors if you hadn't made it yet, you know?
How
It's black and white.
much does it take to
And our
make
regeneration wore
this?
off.
I'm pretty sure it's just an annoying recipe. Yeah, it's not actually that bad. Wait, it takes silver. I'm not making more. I'm not doing it.
Nope.
Not doing it.
Already
Let's
started
see if
doing
we
it.
can,
Oh, the regeneration's kicking in again.
facilitate something here. So we need some item transfers.
Oh, that's right, because we have that regeneration
Right, so-
pink thing right there.
Not that, but
On the
we
left.
Need, that's the thing. Extractors, and I think we need 4 of those. We're going to need item pipes, some bins, and some chests, and a ton of leaves. So we also need a dropper. There we go. And levers. Okay, so this stuff takes a lot of
Or is it
lot of
levers?
ingredients to make it happen. But I think this should go pretty well. Let's get this cooking up. How about right over here? We're not. We'll do it right up against this wall.
Does it really matter?
Just so it's a little bit out of the way. I could actually incorporate this one that's already standing into it. I guess I do want to make it somewhere where there's ember readily accessible. Oh yeah, all of these would need to be charged by ember. Eek.
That's a
That's a
big oof,
disappointment.
dog.
Well, I guess maybe just doing one automated would be the best system, actually. It doesn't need to be the fastest thing. So let's
Don't need to be the Flash here.
automate this one. Let's try to, at least. So all I would need to do is take this. Yeah, let's just try to pipe this into this chest that's directly beneath it. I guess I couldn't do that necessarily. We're gonna pick this up for now and pipe it into, well, a chest over here. So let's put a chest.
No, just a thing there.
Because I'm pretty sure I have to have at least one pipe in the circuit for this to work. And the item I need right up against this is the extractor. So this will let me put down 2 item pipes here. And that would make this pipe in all of the ash into this chest. So just to make sure at least that aspect of it is working, let's get some of that cooked up. But the important part here is we need to make sure this is a steady flow of leaves. It wouldn't be an over time thing though, which is the problem. And I'm pretty sure this caps out at a certain point.
Ding, ding.
Oh yeah, I need to turn this on. I was like, why is it just spitting it out at me? That's why. Now that's working. So it filled up everything that was already in there, and now the ash that is slowly being created. So that's already a better system. But I would like to get another chest up here, and yeah, it's really not that much better of a system, if I really complicate it. But it would be like this. We take one of the extractors, that'll extract items from the chest, put some pipes up here, so it'll go essentially, let's put it at the front so it looks
Potentially.
a little more aesthetically pleasing.
Because as we all know,
Go
all
to
werewolves
there.
care about aesthetics.
Out to here, and I don't even know if this is gonna work actually,
Nope.
but we will find out very quickly.
I turned the sound
So
off.
drop
What
it.
happened?
Would spit items directly into there.
Oh, no, I
The item
didn't.
in this scenario being leaves. So let's get leaves and throw those into there. Now, one thing I did think of making could actually be like a recycler thing. Oh, I can't do that when it's on top of it, because you can't open the chest when it's on top like that. Okay. Well, let's do it on the
Science.
side and make this a little easier for everyone.
Yugi. No, not Yu-Gi-Oh. Sorry. Minecraft. Scientific origins.
There we go. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's a test. To be fair, all of this is a test. So, throw leaves in there,
Whoa.
and, well, that spits them out on top of that. We'll see if it continuously cooks them or not. I don't know. We'll find that out soon. But we have more alchemy to do. So let's throw all this into here, and take some of this out.
Time for this all the supernatural stuff. Daniel is being very scientific with
Plenty
this.
of ash.
Why hire a human to do all this stuff when I can make the robot do it?
We would like to have some inventory space. It'd be very nice. We should keep this healing thing around. So let's just throw all these items into there. And we'll pop the healing item right on top of... Oh, that actually works. Nice. Yeah, I can live with that. Anyway, what do we want to
Humanity has come too far.
Transmutation. So we made this sword. We have.
You ever think of that where you
isolated
just like to hear all
materia,
this stuff in the
we have
news?
combustion
Just like,
chambers for
I
stuff.
don't know.
I guess we need to find out what this stuff does.
In a rival company, the place I work
wildfire
at, its
pool,
rival
the Amber
company already has a
cluster, which I have
robot
made
in it, and
one
I'm
of,
thinking to myself, like,
is a bit too
no.
uncontrolled for all
I never
purposes.
seen it
For
myself, so I don't know if it's like
accumulation of
humanoid
items within the
robot or just,
combustor or the catalyzer,
you know,
a core
an
must
arm.
be,
I don't know, it's hard to
created
tell considering robot is
from
a
its
vague term.
defined purposes.
Really.
Okay, so core is something.
But I'm just sat there like,
Crystals is synthesized,
no.
Metal crystal seeds.
Humanity has come too
Okay,
far
so I
when we
see,
have
right?
robots doing it, considering now the humans aren't going to get any work.
That's pretty cool.
Why is the economy in the
And
toilet? Why aren't
this
people
amber
spending
injector
money?
is
Because they
basically
can't get any
powering
money.
it
Why
from
not?
the-
The robots
seed
took
will
all the
begin to expand and grow
jobs.
slowly. Seed will let loose several metal nuggets that can be collected. Well, I don't exactly need that when I have transmutation. The field chart is what
The only
I
people
really
that would still be
need.
employed would
Finding
probably be the
spots with
people
high ember
would probably be the
concentration,
maintenance people until
which,
they get replaced
you
by
know,
robots. In which case, who fixes the maintenance
it's
robots when they break
not super
down?
necessary, but look, it looks big and important. I want to make one. So let's see if I can get the field chart. Field chart, and that is made with. Oh, I already made the Ember Crystal Cluster, so that's actually very easy. We don't need to do
They
any
show these commercials.
transmutation
It's
for
like,
it.
look how far robotics
was
has
getting
come.
worried. So
Now
we'll
the
use this
robots can
crystal
repair
cluster,
themselves and tell
polish
each
it
other
over
when they're
fine,
injured and then fix
and we can
themselves.
build
Like, that's
probably another
horrifying.
larger item, I
Humanity
would
is
imagine.
screwed.
And boom, we have the field chart.
Also, I think it
So
should
I'm
be a
shaped
law
in
that
little
any
box like
person in
this.
robotics should have to either
Time
watch
to need
RoboCop
some,
and or
some
Terminator.
art.
Should be like,
So that's
see
the
this?
alchemy
Don't
area
do
over
this.
there. I guess we can put it here to kind of cover up that. And, oh,
Maybe more
no.
Terminator, but RoboCop if you just want to see a good movie.
I guess
Not
that
say
means
Terminator's
if
a bad
there's
movie,
higher
just one of those things, you know.
concentration of ember this way.
Why watch one good movie when you can watch
That's
two
cool,
good
and I guess we
movies?
can keep picking this up and looking everywhere. All right, let's just leave this here for now. But that's neat. That's really cool. And there's a decent concentration right here. Like, we're on the edge of this big thing. If we went any further in either of these directions,
We'd
we
ignite.
wouldn't really be getting a ton of ember. But we still have plenty.
We'd spontaneously
We have down
combust.
here. We might want to make another ember mining establishment at some point. But for now, like, it's steady.
I just
coming.
realized the episode
Well,
title
not
was
as steady
Alchemy
as it
versus
was
Taint.
before.
I don't want to hear
But we
anything
still
about
have
Silo's
plenty of ember.
Taint.
If we ever run out, then we'll worry about packing up and moving shop. Anyway, what other items can we make? Let's skip to the last page, see if there's anything really cool. Like a caster orb, flame barrier, resonating bell. I really don't know what any of this will do. Inferno Forge. Let's look up an Inferno Forge. What will that do? Inferno Forge. So this is
How
just another
specific.
recipe, but it does take a wildfire core. So I think that's the next thing we have to make. But to make that, we are going to need another Ember Crystal Cluster and some Dawnstone stuff that we already have, as well as, I believe, an Iron Aspectus. So, well, we're going to show you through the whole process. So if you're ready for some alchemy, here's your jam. So we're going
Detail
to
by
need Ember
detail.
crystals, we're going to need Ember shards, and I believe we need gunpowder to make the other thing, so let's grab some of
Click,
that.
click, mother
And of
flippers.
course, ash. Lots and lots of ash. We're gonna need more
Ash
ash in the
shoe.
Pokemon game out here. What does that even mean? I don't know.
Mhm.
Anyway, let's take a look.
You're
at
the
recipe
scientist.
for the crystal cluster, just so I make it right. I think I could have. You know, what? Just to prove myself, I'm gonna see if I can guess this off the top of my head, because I did attempt to
5.
make it a few times. So we have the crystal right in the middle, and if I put extra items down, it's fine. We're gonna probably want to make extra clusters anyway. And these will go around here, and this will go here, and I think that's how it goes.
The full moon rises, the beast within takes hold. Oh, lovely.
Full moon. Well, should be perfectly fine. You know, nothing to hunt, no vampires trying to attack me, but if they do, whew, they'll be in trouble. Anyway, to make these crystal cores, we are going to need ash. And that amount of ash is... Actually, no, that's not where I want to find the amount of ash. I wrote it down in my book that I told you about. So, we need, for the cluster, 27 of Dawnstone and 27 of copper. Easy. So, we need, well, it's 27 ash in the copper thing, but it's fairly easy to understand. So we have Dawnstone over, or we have copper right here, and Dawnstone right here, no other ash in anything else, and all we need is a big old beam. And that should be working fine.
Kaboom.
But we're also going to need to make a Iron Aspectus for the next step.
An iron
So
Hephaestus.
let's actually get a couple of ember
No, I know what
shards
you
here.
said. I was joking.
Looks like the funnel system decides to work today.
Or is it Hephaestus?
Part of
Meh.
And we can put these up. There's plenty in there already. We just need to melt down some iron and stick them in here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of these silver aspectus.
Get off, Xylo. You're just picking up again.
And we just need to melt down iron. So let's grab iron. It should be very easy to do. We don't even need that much. Let's just grab like 8 iron. I think that'll be more than enough. And we're not going to put it through the whole centrifuge system.
It's like there's moments in cartoons where it's just like they have the water, they have the water going through the hose, and they're wondering why the water isn't coming. And it turns out they're standing on the hose, and the hose is getting cartoonishly large. It's like, I wonder why it's not working. You're screwing yourself.
And double check that it's in there, and it is. Question is, why isn't it being cooked? Probably because we're out of ember, and we indeed are.
Wow, we ran out of that? We had like 10 million just 2 minutes ago.
We have to go over to this part of the machine, and just hit this, and connect it to here, and fire away. That should start charging it up. But we should have some crystal clusters over here. Yeah, that's the first one. I want to make a spare, because, well, I have the items already all set up there to do it. Seems like a convenient time to do so, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be needing more
I like things that are convenient
for this type of process. So, there we go. I think I'm getting the control of this. What's going on over there? It's another one of those purple seeds. 2 more of them. I'll tear those to pieces. Let's see if I can actually get this. It's too far for me to shoot the laser cannon at it. Or is it? Or is it? I might be able to hit this one. So, ow. Ow. Let's aim it from here. And let's see if we can fire away. I'm going to hit the receptor. It wouldn't work. Yeah, I could just shoot this cannon at it like we have done before. But hey, that worked again. Let's get a little more ash. So we can, no, not my hammer, not my hammer. There we go. Let's scoop that up. So we can get a 3rd crystal cluster while we're still waiting on that iron to melt down. And we need 27. So I'm not doing this in a very efficient way, am I? Not at all. There we go. There we go. 27, 27. And it's really not that hard once you get all the numbers correct. And fire away once more. There we go. And now, let's tear up some seeds before they corrupt my home. Yeah.
Attack!
Hurts, but my regeneration can compensate for that. That's one down. And they drop these purple crystals. Hey, Creeper, you gotta get out of here or else you're gonna be hurt. Yeah.
Take that.
And set things on fire. And then hit them. Okay. I still feel the effects. What's happening to you? You're like corrupted by this.
Corrupted sparkles.
I know one way I might be able to help you out. Hold still, buddy. It's like a corrupted, supercharged creeper. I want it. Okay. I want it. This is gonna be. I'm not assuming. I know we have sparkles that's living right now. This is unheard of, but I really want him. So, if you live this, there are sparkles.
Sparkles number 14.
Oh my God, he did. Wait. Oh,
Too much health.
Reduced more. Okay. Wow, it's like the taint is giving him more power.
Ugh. Now I know it's called Alchemy versus
Real
TAINT.
funky. And pop. Let's take care of you. And let's see if we have that wolfsbane spreading everywhere. The wolfsbane, the purple goo. It's nasty. But it looks like this is working, so let's get it pumping. And yeah, iron is now going into this thing. Does this have ember? Yes, it does. So, is that a plate mold on there? Yes, it is. So let's make sure we got all the stuff out of here. And, oh, really? All my ash went into there? Alright, let's get the silver put away. Maybe we need some more than just 8 iron to make it happen. So let's do just that. Should we get the iron right here? Iron. Or maybe it's just taking some time to melt. I don't know for sure.
Fell into a burning ring of iron.
I doubt 7 is the accurate amount to make it flawless.
Absolutely flawless.
Looking pretty good. Oh, and it stopped cooking it. How many of these did we get? 0.
Perfect.
How much liquid is in here? Oh, there's some silver in here. That's the problem. Okay, so I know how to fix this.
Get the silver out.
Pump the silver out with this, and now the iron will go into there, and hopefully it's making iron asbestos. Let's double check.
I keep hearing Hephaestus.
It is indeed.
You know, the stuff that you don't want in your wood.
Get this silver out of here. Get this lead out of here. I want the iron. There it is. Now we should be getting iron asbestos. And there we go. We have it. Let's put these other ones away.
Asbestos. I thought I heard an H.
Wants to make, 'cause it's fine. And we have the iron asbestos. Now we need to break down one of these.
Yeah, and British people pronouncing H wrong.
Of course, we'll break down this silver.
Esco Knights just watching this. Hey! Are you sure it's not pronounced hey?
Has to be even. Need this to be asked.
And then he unsubscribes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Man, this is a cool creeper. That's a cool dude.
I joke.
Iron asbestos there. And
Please pay no attention to the ignorant American who's a gigantic arsehole.
Put these here. And we need to make that wildfire core. So to make said wildfire core, we need
a wildfire core.
There's a lot of cool cores we can make. But we need the wildfire core.
You ever build an item you thought you need only to find out you already had one of it? Like, you just go through the trouble of making a thing because you need it, but then you find out, oh, but I already had one. Ugh. Like, you made one earlier and forgot, or just picked one up from a random enemy by happenstance or something like that. Doesn't happen to me all the time. It's happened once or twice. It doesn't happen enough times for me to be like, nah. What a waste of material.
Make a second one while I'm at this. So we have that, and that, and we need the cores, which I should have, yeah, plenty of here. Almost every one of those golems that we fight has one of these cores implemented into their system, so, you know, it's not that hard to accomplish. We do need to get this stuff out of here now that we're done making that. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that, and that, and that, and that.
All those ember shards just look like pieces of carrots to me, like when you chop a carrot.
I believe the crystals
whatever.
on top. And
no one's ever going to give Minecraft an award for fantastic visual design, you know? Everything's a bloody block.
That should be correct. Let's just make sure so we don't mess everything up entirely. And that is correct. Now, what kind
I mean, I guess you could by standards of your art style is so bloody limited.
24 silver. So, do we have any extra ash chilling in here? Of course we do. Actually, this thing's probably out of ember. Yeah, let's just use this system more. Because it seems to still be hooked up. In fact, I don't even have a gauge on it, so it's probably still hooked up. Let's get some leaves. And let's throw them into here. I don't know for sure if that system actually worked or not. Oh, it is out of ember. Well, we know how to remedy that. We just need to go up here. Hit that. And
Jeez.
give it something to receive. There, picked up the leaves. Does this even have ember in it? That's the question. It does. Only 1700, but that's ember. It's alive! I've finally found a way to make this work. And a way to make it pretty automated. I have these items here that I don't need anymore. And no, not the hammer!
Whoops!
There's the hammer. And whenever I drop an item on the ground, such as this dropper we don't need anymore, it gets automatically sucked into this vacuum, which puts it into the chest, which is currently off right now, so I can get my hammer back, and the hammer's not a hard item to get. But then, I can flick this, and it all gets piped directly into here, cooking up a delicious ton of ash. A delicious ton of ash. Okay, yeah, it is cooking up. Woo! So that's actually working. And if I do keep this thing constantly fueled by ember, through just one of these, maybe I'll put a, sender in the back. Or, well, there is a sender in the back. Maybe I'll just use that one instead of the front one here. Then, this should be a constant system. So anytime there's some trash dropped, yeah, we'll be able to see it now. What do I got randomly? We got some, we got this gunpowder that we don't need anymore. Whoop. It goes away, up into here, and is shot into this thing. Now, it's kind of full right now, so it's going to be a little glitchy. But in time, I think this is working. I mean, it's certainly not getting spit anywhere else, is it? I did have a problem with the dropper that when something's dropped into here, it also gets sucked into this, which kind of makes an infinite loop of items, which is probably a bad thing. But anyway, it's time for more alchemy. We have going here all the ingredients we need for the wildfire core. Now, it's going to take probably 2 attempts, because, well, it'd be funny if it didn't take 2 attempts. But we have this going through. Now, it's going to make some waste, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, haste makes waste.
Because we only put the, one of the potential amounts of ash that we could need in there, when it's likely going to need something quite different. And that's okay. But, there it is. We have the waste, and it says We're only off in the iron by 4 and off in the silver by 6. Okay, so let's just double check the recipe to see what we put there. And it is apparently 32 iron, so that means we need 36 iron and 30 in the silver. Alright, so 30 and 36 in the silver. So, iron right here.
Oh.
And silver right here. Just gotta flick it again. All the ingredients should still be there because I put an extra.
Minecraft, supernatural melding.
Okay.
I missed.
Oh, might not been charged
I'm out of
enough
fuel.
to start the action.
Surprisingly, having all this go for a day without rest is bad for mechanic machines.
So I'm pretty sure this is the receiver that's fueling the.
Say what you will about machines, they're great in technology and all that stuff, but it's like they have their limitations like humans. You can't have them run forever.
Instead of from all the way over there, pick up from right.
Though it reminds me of a freaking thing of Doom, like
It doesn't
2016, I think it
send
was.
out any ember, even though it totally has ember.
All of our
Oh, it
computers
doesn't
are
anymore.
all of our computers are heated.
There's a problem.
All of our computers
Okay,
are
well,
hotter than the surface of the sun. It's like that's a
I don't
bad
have
thing,
enough ash to fill this
but
process.
that's the joke.
But we definitely need the ember to collect into here. So, if you'd be so kind and deliver your ember here while I go kill this vampire in the distance. that'd
Keeps
be great.
looking at me funny.
Where'd that thing go? Is he down here? Where is that vampire?
Oh great, the zombies start wearing armor.
You got some other... Calm yourself down. I'm with you.
Didn't do anything.
We got more of these things. Just spewing out the... Ow.
Great, we have the
You and
tar
I
stuff in the Olympus series, and now we have this stuff
Get in this
here.
before we lose our regeneration. Oh, just lost it. The werewolf regeneration should be good enough. Doesn't stay on fire for long. Got it. That's one down. Probably need to charge up myself for this soon. Ah, got it. All dealt with. Yikes. Okay. Let's morph back. And another crisis averted. This stuff is popping up everywhere. We got these little plants growing here now. Let's get rid of those. 'Cause those are nasty. Ugh. We got these everywhere. I think we might have a problem. This all this magic is bad, and this thing is still growing. How deep do you think this? Oh, it's building a cave down there. Well, as long as you don't mess with my machine, we can live in harmony. Understand, giant dark tentacle thing? Anyway, did this work? Wait, no, we're still waiting for it to get a charge. And that's 2,000.
That was fast. What?
There's the ash. There's the ash. Should be working.
Where's the Ketchum?
Why is it not working? Let's just take the items off, put them back. We're trying to make the wildfire core, right? Yeah. So we have all the items there. We should have, what was it, 32 to 24. So this waste dictates that we need 36 and 30, which we should have. Oh, did I put? No, this should be it. It's iron there and silver here. Was it 36 silver? Or did I have it backwards? Either way, it should be going, which is scary. So it was indeed, yeah, 36 iron, 30 silver. So in here we have, well, we did have it mixed up, but it still should be working regardless. So 36 iron, 30 silver. Oh, we can try hitting the button again, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't the problem. You know, I'm starting to see why the ancestors didn't think I passed the intelligence test. Sometimes it just doesn't all add up, you know?
Yeah, sometimes science doesn't make
Hey,
sense.
we got it now. That's the important thing, right? So let's get ready to make another one here. We needed 36 and 30, right? There we go. Let's get the old book at the ready. And be ready to type this once it works. Okay, so what am I making right here? Hey, it worked! So let's get another one of these going. What was it again? The iron needed 36, and I needed 30. Okay, cool. We had it right this time. Okay, flick it again, and put down in the book. New page, wildfire core.
Warning, may not make
36
sense.
Iron, 30 silver. done. Now we can
What happens if
forget
you
about
sign
that
it?
and use this wildfire core
Can
to
you not
create
touch
that
it
machine.
anymore, or does it just you
What
sign
was
your
that
signature and
machine
that's
again?
it?
I know we've been going for a little bit.
I'm just
It's the
curious.
Inferno Forge. So the Inferno
We're still
Forge
missing
should
that thing
be
apparently.
the
Why is that
last
not
step
connected?
in getting our embers
You're
mastered.
misspelling Inferno again.
So the
INF.
Inferno Forge. So we need the core. We need a block of copper, 2 blocks of.
We're doing all
dawnstone,
this just so we can get that last
stone.
connection. I hate when that
So grab all
happens.
these things.
You connected to everything, but you gotta get that one last thing. But that one last thing is like, okay, now use everything you just made. Woohoo! This better be the Ultima weapon.
Nailed it.
Nailed it!
And then, yeah, so 2 blocks of dawnstone, 2 pieces. We need the core. We needed a, what was it, copper plate? I have perfect memory, shut up. Iron plate and Camonite bricks. Alright. Iron plate and Camonite bricks. And hopefully this should get us exactly where we need to be. So boom boom. Probably like there. It's definitely in the middle. The iron plate was there. Don't remember what was in the bottom. And it's probably very important. Alright, let's take a look what I forgot. I forgot the copper block. Well, I need to grab that then. Let's get enough copper to make a block. Nice and simple. And just to make sure we do this right. Yeah. Copper.
It's
blocks.
trash day where I am, so if you're hearing that
Copper goes
beeping,
in
it's
the
either
middle,
trash or
dawnstone goes up,
recycling.
your wildfire core
Never
goes
both.
in the- Tell me I lost my wildfire core. Ah, here it is.
I won't tell you what you
First
already
item in
know.
inventory. I'm not going crazy, you're going crazy. And that.
If you want to see me go
everything that
crazy,
does
you
get
should have
dropped
seen me at
gets
work
sucked up
yesterday.
into the thingy. Anyway,
Yesterday, the time of this
Inferno
recording, because I was
Forge
just so
is
done. Finally, got all the
one of
connections.
The craziest items in this entire system.
You win nothing.
Let's see what it looks like right here.
Oh,
Oh baby. This is the
oh
biggest
baby,
thing
oh
yet.
baby, oh baby. Rock
So
out.
what's this Inferno Forge do again now that I've made it? Once the heat bar of an item is filled up, it must be tempered. While supplied with ember power, the Inferno Forge can do just this. Open the hatch on top, toss in a heat-filled item, as well as crystalline ember. The more ember crystals you put in, the more likely you'll succeed, and once you level up an item, you can grant it a modifier slot. Modifiers can be attached to the item on a dawnstone anvil, and up the level of the item. Okay, so these are modifiers. The Cinder Jet is an armor augment that lets you perform a dash. Okay, so that's if I made the armor. What about the Blasting Core? It's an augment that creates explosions when applied to tools. Alright, what about the Caster Orb? It's a tool and it creates projectiles of activated ember. Okay, any item can have this, it looks like. What about the Superheater? Simple thing that can apply to items that have accrued heat. When applied, all broken blocks are cooked automatically. Well, my hammer kind of already does that. What about
Why'd I bother then?
armor that creates a shield of flames? Alright, Eldritch Insignia.
Eerie Mark. Ooh, it's spooky.
Let's see, Fallen Wisdom. Let's see. Boost experience gained with an augmented weapon. We definitely want that. And then the Resonating Bell lets a tool ring through.
Ding, ding, ding.
This is some good stuff.
Isn't that SCP?
I think we're gonna wanna make some armor. Oh, we should turn this off now because I think I just cooked up my Inferno Forge. Hold on, we can save it. We can save it. That's the dropper.
Nope, it's doomed.
That's the gunpowder. Oh dear. All right, where's the stuff being stored at? Is it in here? Is it in here?
It's somewhere.
We need to don't cook my forge. Darn, I can see why the beta.
We went through all that trouble of making it, and now you just set it on fire. Good job.
Get another chest. Pop that chest like here. Then the pipes will go automatically into there, and we'll be. Literally, the only item I saved was my forge. Nailed it. Alright, don't need the dropper anymore. I will keep the alchemical waste just because I don't know.
Dear
what
God.
it's used for, and I'm sure we'll use it eventually. We can get rid of rotten flesh and gunpowder. Hold on to the crossbow arrows and the bricks, but everything else is good to go. So this has created us a good amount of ash. I think this is going to be a good system.
Quite acceptable amount
this
of
is going to be a good
ash.
forge. And hopefully,
Should not have
these
opened that
stupid
so
giant
close to the
purple monsters will
vacuum.
stop spreading and trying to taint my area. But aside from that, I think it's time for us to open up some lucky blocks. And look, I made him look like one of those alchemical tables with the 5 items in it. Anyway, thank you for leaving your likes. Once again, I am out of town and I don't know exactly how many there are. So we got 5. If you guys have, gone a little bit over 1,000, I'll of course compensate when I get back. But remember, this
You
is
won't
one
know
of
the
last
exact number when you
opportunities to
get
vote for
back.
the beta.
Because by
So
then it'll probably
find
be
that link in the
inflated.
description, probably in a comment, and then cast your vote. Will it be Hannah?
Then again, he's
Elena?
recording ahead of time. Who knows?
Let us know, for you should represent the spirits of the ancestors, and I break blocks for you.
Watch the answer being a live thing,
chickens.
and I'm screwed.
And diamonds. Ooh, those egg breaks were silent. Oh, gold blocks. So far, so good. No tragedies like last time. Got some explosives and
Now explosives
finally,
on me though.
iron.
Where were you earlier? Oops.
Well, nice. We got cool stuff. How you
Throw the
feel about
chickens in
that,
the
fried
water.
Chicken? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna fry the chickens. Just the shoot.
No KFC for us.